Adore Beauty wants to know how you can get defined curls without products. If I do not use products in my hair, it's gonna go If anyone has the answer to this, please share. I would love to know. Hey guys, and welcome to the Adore Beauty YouTube channel. My name is Ash and I am a curls, brow and style blogger. Today I'm talking to you about how you can define your natural curls. So I only recently started going natural, literally January 2020. The reason why I decided to go natural was because I was just really sick of not being happy with who I was and trying to change myself, trying to change my hair and the way I looked to fit in and to feel like I am like everyone else. And I just wanted to kickstart my self-acceptance journey. And I thought the best way to do that was to chop all my permanent hair straightening off. So I had permanently straightened hair and I was just like, I'm gonna chop it all off, start fresh, start natural, and just start to fall in love with me again. It reconnected me to my culture, to my roots. I feel like I would never turn back now, which is really great. I have a mixture of 3 different hair types. I have a looser curl pattern at the bottom of my hair, probably around a 3B. In the middle of my hair, I have a bit more of a 3C, which is a bit denser. And then the top part of my hair is a mixture between 3C and 4A. That's really common. A lot of curly hair people have all these different curl patterns in their hair. So that just means you need to understand your hair pattern and find products that cater towards that. So the difficulties in dealing with curly hair, there are a lot. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you guys. There are a lot of difficulties. It's hard. So the main difficulty for me is being in Australia. To be honest, there's not many places that stock really great curly hair products for your hair and for different hair types. And then finding a hairdresser that caters in curly hair is also really difficult. Understanding your hair type, understanding your curl pattern, doing your research, knowing what curly hair method is and what products you should be using. There are all these different obstacles that we do have to overcome. Even though there's difficulties, having curly hair does outweigh them. So you win some, you lose some. So I'm gonna run you guys through how I look after my hair and my curly method later in this video, so definitely stay tuned for that. General advice on how you can maintain and get the most out of your curl definition. Things like silk turbans and silk pillowcases are your best friend. So making sure that you use one every night before you go to sleep is going to make sure that you don't have to constantly put more and more product every morning when you wake up to get those curls redefined. That is such a great investment. So that is the main thing. Investing in great products that are suited for your curl pattern, doing your research into the products that you're putting onto your hair, and making sure they are curly hair method approved. Websites like the Curl Scan, which is really great. You just type in the product and it tells you, yes, this is curly hair approved, go for it. Or it says, nope, this doesn't have the right ingredients for your hair. I started off my journey not realizing how important this was, and my hair was really dry and brittle because I was using just general products that had all these things like silicons and parabens and chemicals and artificial things, and also a bit of trial and error with the products, making sure that if you're not willing to invest big first up, getting the small little samples of the products, seeing how they work with your hair, and then if you love them, then invest big. Also making sure you get a really great deep conditioner. Deep conditioners are your best friend if you want to eliminate frizz and give that great hydration back into your hair. So now for the part of the video that I've been looking forward to, I'm running you guys through my favorite products, all these bad boys, and why I use them, what I use them for, how you can use them. I'm gonna take you guys to my bathroom and walk you guys through it. Welcome to my bathroom. I am now running you through my curly hair routine for the week, starting with this Silk London hair wrap. So this is the packaging it comes in. It's really cute. I love the color yellow. It's just really bright and happy. And this is to make sure your hair doesn't fizz up during the night from friction, and that it also stays detangled and really, really nice from the night that you've looked after it to the next morning. So my hair's a bit fizzy right now because it's time for wash day. It is very, very breathable. So now I'm starting my weekly wash routine. I only wash my hair once a week using shampoo. I really, really try to avoid it as much as possible because you're stripping the hair from its natural oils and nutrients. So you want to make sure that you're limiting this as much as possible when you do have curly hair. So now I have got my hair really wet, as you can see, and I'm going to start my shampoo. So for the shampoo, I use the Be Curly Co-Wash by Aveda Hair. This is a really, really nice moisturizing product for curly hair. It's dripping on my forehead. The ingredients are really nourishing for all types of curls. I do recommend this for more of the 3 hair range. The more your hair is a 4 range, so a more dense curl, you do need a bit more of a moisturizing product. This does still have a bit more of those stripping qualities. I use probably around that much, and I only go over once with the shampoo. It's got a really, really nice mint smell to it. So I give it a really great lather and go into my hair, kind of giving it a massage, because that is going to stimulate your hair growth. You really want to focus on the scalp because you don't really need to clean the actual hair. You're just trying to clean the scalp from all the buildup, especially of all the products that curly hair people use. It is not overly soap-like, which is good for curly hair as well. So always make sure you're checking whether or not they've been Curly Method approved, because if you're using a shampoo that is too stripping of your hair, it is going to cause breakage, it is going to cause frizz. I really, really recommend this Aveda Hair Care shampoo. It is overall just kind of like a moisturizing cleanser for your scalp. And I'm gonna rinse this out. So now that is all washed out of my hair, so it's now wet again, and I'm going to go on to my deep conditioner. I am using the Christophe Robin mask, and it's really, really, really great. This is highly, highly reviewed. It's got a nice thick consistency, which you know is really, really great for nourishing curly hair. And it smells really nice. It kind of smells like baby powder almost. I like baby powder though. Anyway, I'm gonna apply this and show you how I do that. So this is the consistency. It's very thick, like it won't fall out of the container. I usually use probably this much in my hair. With deep conditioner, it is all about getting it on the hair. You don't need to get on your scalp. Oh my God, that feels so good. I always start with the top part of my hair because I want to keep that in the longest because it is the more denser curl. See how nice that looks on my curls? You want to make sure that when you're applying your deep conditioner, your hair is drenched because that is going to complement the deep conditioner really, really well. So now it's been 5 minutes, and as you can see, it's really soaked up my hair really nicely, and I'm just going to give it a comb through using this Wet Brush brand comb. I love having the wide tooth combs because they just are really nice for curly hair. They don't kind of cause tension on the hair. It's a really nice way to just detangle the hair. When I brush my hair, I start from the root and I kind of go do, 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 and then brush it out. And then the excess product, I put it back in. You don't want to cause too much tension on curly hair. Those really tight combs are just not going to be good for your hair. They're going to snap and break it. Especially when it's wet, it has more elasticity in the hair. So you don't want to pull the hair too much because then it's just going to get stretched and then snap. So these are the perfect combs for detangling when your hair is wet. Got it dripping everywhere. That has been rinsed out of my hair. I'm now onto another conditioner. I know curly hair is a lot, so I deep condition and then I like to give it a quick condition as well and leave that in. Sometimes you can just deep condition and then go, but I always love to only wash my hair once a week and give it a lot of nice nutrients and hydration. So for conditioner, I am using the Rosemary Mint Weightless Conditioner by Aveda Hair. It is the best smelling. I wish you guys could smell this. It is just so nice. Like, it smells like, oh, you know what it smells like? That chocolate that's got that bubble, like mint bubble on the inside. What is it? Aero. It smells like Aero. This is my favorite conditioner. It is really lightweight, so I do like to use it after a deep condition because it's not too heavy anyway. And I probably use maybe around that much on my hair. So what this is going to do is just add some extra moisture, some extra nutrients into the hair. So I like to just comb it through the ends. This is really great for defining your curls as well. You can also go through it again with a comb, but I don't want to lose too much of the product, so I'm just going to rake it with my hands. I'm going to leave this in for maybe 1 or 2 minutes and then rinse it off. So I've just rinsed off my hair and I have not touched it with a towel. With curly hair, the biggest tip that I can give you guys is 1, using cold water on your hair. So even if that means that you don't wash your body when you're washing your hair, do it. Any heat of any kind is not going to be good for your hair. So cold water all the way. And then make sure that you let your hair drip dry. So now I'm going to start with my LOC process. So the LOC process is leave-in conditioner, oil, and then a cream. So that can be a styling cream, a gel, or just some sort of curl cream to hold and lock in that definition. So I'm starting with the Cherry Almond Leave-In Conditioner. It smells really good too. All the Aveda hair care range smells really amazing. I use quite a bit because it is on the lighter side of conditioners. Like, it doesn't have that really nice thick density. If you've got maybe like in the 2 range or early 3 range, I'd probably only use maybe that much or a bit more. But then for me, I need to use, come on, keep going, this much. I know it looks like it is a lot, but when it's evenly distributed around your hair, it is not. So I like to use the raking technique that I used earlier. So kind of just separating each bit of curl and just putting it through like this. See how that definition is kind of coming in? That is going to stay that way because we're not rinsing it out. You can even, during the conditioning, twirl it around your fingers. And that's called a finger coil. And then see, you get a little cute curl. Just because these tend to be a little bit drier, these curls, and less defined. So now I'm going to do scrunchie technique at the top. And then separating these. So next in the method is O, which stands for oil. So I am using the Nutri-Plenish Multi-Use Hair Oil by Aveda Hair. The Aveda Hair Care range, especially using the LOC method, is very much on the lightweight side. So I'm gonna do maybe 5 or so pumps and just kind of scrunch it in there. So an oil is really, really nice because it complements the leave-in and it just kind of creates extra hydration and extra shine on your hair. Sometimes I put in a little bit more oil after I put in the style cream, but this works really well and I always love the curls. So that's the curls so far. You can tell that they're getting a bit more defined. So now for my favorite part of this whole process, it is the cream. So that is kind of the curl locker. So it's kind of like in the makeup process, it is the setup. It is a translucent powder. So I'm using the Be Curly Style Prep. So it's like this gel-like consistency. It is also really light, which I like for a wash and go type of definition because you don't really want too heavy. Don't just like go in there and mess it all up because that's going to get rid of that definition. You kind of want to just apply it really nicely on each section of your hair. So either scrunch it in so it mixes in well with all the other products you have in there. If you have a lot of time, you can put it on each individual kind of section of a curl. You want to make sure that your hair is pretty much still drenched whenever you're applying your LOC method, because as soon as your hair gets dry, the products are just not going to work as well. Okay, that is done. I'm either going to let it air dry or I will use a diffuser. So it really depends on your preference. I prefer to let it air dry because that's how I know my hair is going to be the healthiest. Also less frizzy curl as well. And I will show you guys the results. I am back and my hair is pretty much dried. So that is how I defined my curls and I hope you found that helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really, really hope that you got something out of it. And if you did like it, please give it a like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Ding-a-ding-ding. Oh my God, that was so lame. I would love to hear your feedback as well in the comments. I guess my last thing that I would leave you with, just love your hair. Fall in love with the process, the ups and downs of looking after curly hair, and just embrace it and define it. Bye guys.